Weisman is the superintendent of Lawrence Public Schools. In his third year as superintendent, he has devoted his energies and countless hours to gathering community and state support for our schools. He has set a positive tone for the district and for Free State. His support and efforts have been a guiding light for staff and students. It is an honor to have him with us. At this time, he will present some remarks and introduce the platform guests. Mr. Weisman.
Good afternoon, graduates. It is a pleasure to be here today. All over the country, individuals are graduating, leaving one phase of their lives and moving into another. I know that you feel, on the one hand, great elation. You're thinking, I am out of here. But at the same time, you most likely feel some anxiety as you ask yourselves, now what am I going to do? Graduation is one of life's profound transitions. Our job as your school district has been to prepare you for this transition. Despite what some of you may think, your school years have not been some computer program designed to keep your minds stimulated while you lay in effective comas as we draw from the power you produce and exploit it as fuel. You're leaving high school, not escaping the matrix. Look at your education as a dress rehearsal for your life. Unfortunately, it's becoming more and more difficult for us to maintain the kind of school environment to which you have become accustomed. You've had a school nurse available when you've been sick. There's been a counselor there when you needed to talk through a problem. You've attended classes of reasonable size. In high school alone, you've had more than 50 extracurricular and co-curricular activities from which to choose to be involved. You've had coaches and advisors to continue to work with you after school. Public education, as we know it, is struggling for its own survival. If you followed the Kansas legislature this year, you know that fuzzy math was ultimately used to balance the state's books. Kansas is paying its bills a bit late and expecting its citizens to pay theirs early. There's not enough money in Kansas to fund the state school finance formula. There's certainly no new money available to meet the rising costs of educating kids. Let's take a vote now. Politics have stood in the way of increasing revenues for our schools. There's no one more familiar with the challenges facing public education today than the 7 individuals sitting before you. They are 7 average citizens, they are mothers and fathers, they are your neighbors, and they've been toiling day and night, looking out for your best interests. They take a lot of abuse when they're forced to make tough decisions. They receive no compensation for the many hours they spend working to preserve Lawrence's rich academic tradition. I want to introduce you to your Board of Education and other platform members. Austin Turney, Vice President of the Board. Dr. Lenny Salkine, Board Member. Linda Robinson, Board Member. Sue Morgan, Board Member. Mary Loveland, Board Member. This is, by the way, Mary Loveland's 23rd consecutive graduation. She's attending today, and her 16th year on the school board, which means most of you were 2 years old when she started this job. Dr. Jack Davidson, Board Member. Scott Morgan, President, School Board. Dr. Joe Snyder, Lawrence Free State Principal. Lisa Boyd, Assistant Principal. And Judy Juneau, Lawrence Alternative High School Principal. The board members take great pride, as do I, in your graduation today. As a public school system, we don't produce a product. You and your accomplishments are what we have to show for our hard work. As you go forward and make us proud, I hope that you consider the sacrifices of public servants like your Board of Education. I hope that you consider giving something back to public education yourselves through your own advocacy, your participation in elections, and your involvement in education. We need your help. We want to make sure that when your children and your grandchildren are ready to start school, they will have the same high-quality programs, services, and opportunities available to them that you've enjoyed. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Weisman. The process for choosing our student speakers today included the following. Students signed up and came forward to say that they were interested in writing and delivering a speech to represent their class and the school. Those interested students delivered their speech, provided a written copy of it, and were selected by a panel of judges, of staff, and administration. Our first student speaker this afternoon is Joshua Dugan. He is the son of Terry and Tyler Stewart. During his years at Free State, Josh has excelled academically. He received the Lawrence PEO Scholarship, is a Kansas State Scholar and Curriculum Completer, and received the President's Award for Educational Excellence. As a side note, I understand that Josh has a special interest in riding quarter horses and has won several awards. He plans to attend the University of Kansas next year. Mr. Josh Dugan.
Good afternoon. We are gathered today to celebrate the ending of one chapter in our lives and the dawning of a new. Collectively, we are a group of diverse interests, achievements, and aspirations. We are not only the graduating Firebirds of 2003, but also citizens of a very unique generation. For it was our generation that watched the World Trade Towers fall and Roy leave KU basketball. And it is our generation that will determine what the future holds for the invasion of the Iraqis and the new school budget tallies. We have not always agreed, have not always got along, but through the years, we have developed a sense of pride and camaraderie in our unity as a whole. An explorer of the great American frontier, Frank A. Clark, once wrote, "We find comfort among those who agree with us, growth among those who do not." As we leave Free State, there are those among us who can recite the fundamental theorems of calculus, and those of us who could simply care less. And there are those among us who can run the mile in under 5 minutes, and those of us that can down 5 cheeseburgers in less than 2. There are those of us that can speak 4 languages and play 3 instruments, and those of us that don't know the difference between a woodwind and Kawi Kanan. Still yet, there are those among us who have not yet found their true talent, or prefer to keep it concealed. Whatever the individual case, Free State has embraced our individuality while also fostering a sense of unity among us. Albert Einstein once said, "Any intelligent fool can make things bigger, more complex, more violent. But it takes a touch of genius and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction." As we mature, it is important to respect the opinions of others while also maintaining our own view of the situation at hand. Throughout my years at Free State, there was a certain classroom in which this ideal was constantly reinforced. The instructor encouraged us not to compare ourselves to the other kids in the classroom, but to constantly analyze what the grade meant to us personally. How hard had we actually worked for it? We soon realized that it wasn't about the letter grade, the A, the B, or the C, but truly about grasping the concept, the education, the learning. It was there that we learned that not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that can be counted counts. It was that same teacher that taught us that brevity is a virtue, for when one is able to be brief, he or she arrives already knowing what he or she stands for. They know who they are and what they are about. It's individuals like these that are that much stronger in life's most defining moments. Recently, I've tried to overcome one of these moments in my own life. I'd always dreamt of attending an Ivy League university, but as only small envelopes arrived in the mail, it became evident that life does not always go as we plan. I realized that life is similar to running with a candle in hand. Just as everyone stumbles, everyone's candle must blow out. Some say that the importance lies in how fast you get up, but I say the importance must lie in how well you work in the dark. As a child, I used to complain of taking out the trash, and my father would always reply, "You can do this happy, or you can do this mad, but you are going to do this." I'm determined that leaving here today, we should seek not to change the world, but choose to change our minds about the world. There will be thousands of things in our lives that we'll have no choice about completing, but with an optimistic mindset, might be achieved more fully and enjoyably. I have confidence that we'll each continue to take pride in our individuality while always respecting our unity. I can only hope that we can take ourselves as we are today and embrace whatever change and growth awaits us. It is as author and doctor Wayne Dyer once wrote, "I will grow. I will become something new and grand, but no grander than I now am. Just as the sky will be different in a few hours, its present perfection and completeness is not deficient. So are we, Firebirds, presently perfect and not deficient, because we too will be different tomorrow. And as we change, may we hold that our potential lies not in being able to consider ourselves first, but being able to consider ourselves first among equals." Thank you, and congratulations, Firebirds.
Thank you, Josh. Our second speaker, chosen by the committee, is Jamie Netzer. She is the daughter of Jeffrey and Stephanie Netzer. To say the least, Jamie has been highly involved in music, in band and choir. In addition, Jamie has excelled academically. She received the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Drury University awarded her the Presidential Scholarship. Jamie plans to attend the University of Kansas next year. This is Jamie Netzer.
Good afternoon, family, friends, and class of 2003. This is sincerely a time of celebration. To the parents, didn't it come oh so soon? And students, isn't it about time? But there is some good news and some bad news. At this point in time, the possibilities are, for all practical purposes, endless. Our future is laying before us, begging to be taken up and along for whatever ride we wish to brave. And although we possess the courage, we must know that perfection is truly intangible, and failure is not only imminent, but necessary. In short, the best and hardest moments of our lives are yet to come. Recently at Brandon Woods Retirement Community, I was reminded of how young we really are. There, a waitstaff composed mostly of high school students serves a regular host of retirees' dinner, and the generation gap, while sometimes causing miscommunication, often creates a chance for unusual and positive connections. A few weeks ago, as I was walking by, a little old woman turned to the lady next to her and said, "These kids, can you imagine? They still have their whole lives ahead of them." It's easy to get caught up in the day by day and forget that so much is out there, but we truly do have our lives waiting for us. Throughout high school, we have tripped and stumbled, and we have soared in celebration. Happiness has come to mean more to us now, and confusion has settled in quite comfortably as well. Our emotions have been stretched on both ends of the spectrum. We watched that infamous last-second three-point shot that brought down the Lions together. We congratulated our 9 National Merit Scholars together, and we celebrated as peers displayed incredible talent through theater, art, and music. We also protested budget cuts and discussed political issues pertinent to our entire nation together. We extended countless cheers as our friends got into schools of choice and banded together when schools were inane enough to refuse a Free State mind. We danced and partied like we meant it at prom and found love and comfort in our friends throughout our 3 years here at Free State. But we must be prepared, because our emotions are about to be pushed far beyond what we know here, now, and today. Those of us headed to college will need more self-discipline than ever before. Those of us going to work will have to embrace the real world quickly if we are to stay on its good side. Whatever lies ahead of us will inevitably be a greater challenge than we have ever faced. That does not mean, however, that our goals are insurmountable. The opposite is true. And the joy of conquering our fears and grasping our hopes and dreams will be unlike any we have experienced before. We, the class of 2003, will have plenty of reason to celebrate. In our careers, our relationships, and within ourselves, we will make countless advances towards greater happiness and success. As a class, we have set standards, exceeded expectations, and helped create traditions of academic, artistic, dramatic, musical, and athletic excellence. As individuals, we will continue to push ourselves and those around us, and we will endure the harder moments yet to come. Regardless of what's to come, we are prepared, and we are ready. Congratulations, class of 2003. We are the few, the proud, who graduated.
Thank you, Jamie. There are some special awards that I am proud to present as a representative of the Lawrence Free State High School faculty and staff. The first honor goes to those students whose names are listed in your program as receiving scholastic honors for their academic achievement. The scholastic honors is achieved by those graduates who rank in the top 10% of their class. They have received special gold cords to wear to signify their achievement. At this time, I would like the graduates who have received scholastic honors and are wearing the gold cords to stand and receive their recognition. Special attention are members of the National Honor Society. They were chosen for their leadership, scholarship, character, and service. These graduates are listed in the program and are designated with special stoles for this ceremony. At this time, I would like the National Honor Society members to please stand and be recognized. The next awards go to the valedictorians of the 2003 Lawrence Free State High School graduation class. They are indicated in the program with an asterisk. At this time, I would ask the 22 valedictorians to come forward and gather in the stage area here around the podium. If you'd rise, please, and do that now. While they are coming forward, I want to tell you a few things about this honor. Over 4 years of high school work, these 22 students have the highest grade point average possible for any student at Lawrence Free State, a perfect 4.0. This means that they have received A's in every class they took. Their academic performance exemplifies the excellence we wish to see achieved by our students. As I read their names, I would ask that they please come to the podium area to receive their valedictorian medal from Miss Boyd. They are Hilda Adedater, Timothy Belcher, Devin Beretta, Maggie Brooke, Mary Chadwick, Ben Kropp. Josh Dugan. Dominique Duncan. Annie Kettle. Lacey Luina. Nathan Markham. Ann McEnroe. Dejan Neugebauer. Zachary Puckett. Mallory Richardson. Jeffrey Salvatore. Kayvon Saraf. Colin Schmidt. Matthew Schwabauer. Jamila Lang. Eric Shu. Dan Stahl. Congratulations. Great effort. Each year, the Board of Education spends a multitude of hours of service to the students and staff of our school district. This year, the President of the Board of Education is Mr. Scott Morgan. Mr. Morgan has grappled with difficult issues for the sake of our students at Free State and the district as a whole. For that effort, we are truly grateful. At this time, we will make a few remarks to the graduates. Mr. Morgan.
You'll be glad to know that I did catch that I'm to make a few remarks, so I will keep it brief. But I did want to point out that it is customary for the school board president to take this time and provide the gathered students with some fine nugget of wisdom. It is hoped the graduates will glean yet even greater insight into the world that awaits them. The truth of the matter is that I do not feel as though I'm in a particularly strong position to impart wisdom. First, most of you have no idea who I am. Second, to the extent that you do know who I am, it's probably because I have done something awful to you, your school, your program, that caused you a great deal of anguish. I do not believe that as an anonymous and or irritating school board member, I am someone from whom you will find great meaning. What I do want to do is provide a suggestion. You are correctly being told that you are being recognized today for one of life's great major milestones. This is your day, you have done well, and you should be proud. While it is true that it is your day, there are people here who I think you need to step back and consider what they have done for you. If you look around this stadium, you will see people to whom you owe much. These are your family, friends, and teachers who are here to show their support for you as you take one of life's big steps. They are all to be appreciated for what they have meant to you and done for you. However, among this group are folks who are truly amazing. For most of you, these are your parents. I realize that for a number of you, the person who fills this role may be a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, a sibling, or someone else. And for you, I ask that you fill in that special person's name where I say the word parent. It needs to be understood that parents are the one group of people on this planet who would endure a blown-out diaper and not only let you continue to sleep inside, but actually grow to love and adore you even more. Parents are the people who rolled with the punches as you went through the often chaotic process of growing up. The projects you had a semester to work on, but waited until the last night to start. The clothes you had to have and then wouldn't be caught dead in a few moments later. The constant need for money and the constant inability to figure out where it went. The late nights waiting for you to come back and the late mornings waiting for you to wake up. The screams, the cries, the laughs, the blank stares, the random questions, the equally random answers, the successes, the failures, the romantic tragedies from which you would never recover, all of these were endured, cherished, and guided by your parents. For all that, and for all that parents have done, I still believe Ogden Nash put it best when he wrote, "Children aren't happy with nothing to ignore, and that's what parents were created for." Today, I am not giving you wisdom, but I do have a 10-step plan by which you can repay a portion of the debt you owe these people. Step 1, find your parents. I know that for some of you who have truly worked on ignoring them, this may prove difficult. Check family photos on the wall. Your parents will look a lot like those people standing next to you in those photos. Step 2, turn off your cell phones. Step 3, make sure absolutely no friends, siblings, or other potential witnesses are within earshot. Step 4, take your parents' hand. At the very least, touch them on the arm. This will both show you are sincere and scare them so badly that they will be quiet. Step 5, look into their eyes. Not the ones in the back of their heads that saw you do all those things that you thought they didn't see. No, I'm talking about the eyes that have been so well watered by your antics through the years. Step 6, recognizing that if your parents had not had children, there is very little chance you would be as wonderful today as you are. Sincerely say, thank you. Step 7, help them stand back up. Step 8, turn your cell phone back on, as you will need it for Step 10. Step 9, tell them you love them. Step 10, call 911, report the cardiac arrest, and give your parents comfort until the ambulance arrives. In 10 simple steps, you will have redeemed yourself from many missteps and shown yourself ready to move on. You have done much in your young lives. What lies before you is even more exciting. As a community, we are proud of you and wish you Godspeed on your journeys. But before you leave on that journey, remember what got you here and take the time to say thank you. It will be appreciated more than you can know. That is until that day you walk out of a hospital holding a cooing bundle of joy and you realize that you don't have a clue as to what to do next. That is when you will understand what you mean when today you say thank you. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. We have one final award, and it goes to the Lawrence Free State Educator of the Year. Free State High School students were asked to nominate staff members whom they wish to recognize for their help as a teacher and in their growth as students. The finalists for this award are Mrs. Mary Chapman, Mr. Mike Hess, Mr. Chuck Law, and Mrs. Judy Wolf. Would these four teachers please stand and receive the special recognition they deserve? Earlier this month, the seniors voted for the Free State Educator of the Year, the person they considered the teacher who best taught and inspired them to learn. Our recipient of this award represents the many gifted teachers at Free State. I'm proud to present the 2003 Lawrence Free State Educator of the Year Award to Mrs. Mary Chapman. Mrs. Chapman, would you please come forward? While she comes forward to receive her recognition, I want to give some background information about her. Mary Chapman currently teaches English 10, Advanced American Literature, Science Fiction, and Epic Tradition at Free State. Mary is what I consider a pioneer for Free State, as she's been at the school since we've opened. Mrs. Chapman tirelessly works for and expects academic excellence for our school and her students. Mrs. Chapman, with the support of the Free State Booster Club and the senior class, it is a pleasure to present this gift to you as a sign of the senior class's recognition for you as the Lawrence Free State Educator of the Year. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day to hold ceremonies like this. The weather has cooperated. It's bright, clear, and refreshing. These seniors will be the 6th class of graduates who have completed their high school education at Free State. In the words of their own speakers, they are special because they have met the standards set by our staff to obtain a diploma and have excelled in many areas exemplified by the large number of scholarships, academic, extracurricular, and athletic honors. These seniors have set new records and may even set some more this coming week. They've established high standards, and there's somebody we're proud of, someone that the Lawrence community can be proud of. It's a bright, clear, and beautiful day for these firebirds to rise up and soar. At this time, the graduates of the class of 2003 are asked to come forward to have their high school diplomas conferred on them by Mr. Scott Morgan. Mr. Hess will begin by announcing the graduates. Later, Mr. Jason Pendleton and Mr. Jack Schreiner will continue to read the graduates' names. Mr. Hess, please call the graduates forward and begin announcing their names.
Joseph William Aber. Kelvin Dana Adkins Helgeson. Sarah Elizabeth Affolter. Jacqueline Norma Elizabeth Akins. Seth Austin Alford. Ahmad Al Gabali. Robin Ann Aldrit. David Robert Allen. Sarah Elizabeth Allen. Alexis Aaron Anderson. Catherine Lee Anderson. Taylor Scott Anderson. David Michael Arndt. Hilda Aiderdaughter Goulet. Alicia Danae Axman. Casey Aaron Babington. Candace Leanne Bailey. Matthew Alex Baker. Zoe Emile Barlow. Allison Elizabeth Barnhill. Catherine Marie Bastemeyer. Stephanie Ann Batten. Emily Grace Bockham. Cameron William Bomchin. Jeffrey Kenneth Beals. Ellen Marie Beard. Bree Ashley Beasley. Paul Stevens Becker. Kimberly Michelle Biegert. Richard Timothy Belcher. John Charles Hershey Benjamin. Matthew Craig Berner. Hannah St. Clair Bernhardt. Nicole Catherine Berry. Kyle Scott Berthold. Hiral Naresh Bhakta. Benjamin James Beaker. Devin Elizabeth Hardy Beretta. Pearl Ann Bloom. John Wesley Bourne. Anthony Joel Bradburn. Tanya Nicole Brewster. Lori Lynn Britton. Magdalene Anastasia Brooke. Phoebe Mahalska Brow. Talisha Monique Brown. Joseph Earl Brines. John Miles Budge. Catherine L. Burgess. Nate W. Berman. Lenore Burnham. Heather Lynn Burris. Kyle Gregory Capps. Erin Elizabeth Carter. Mary Lavana Chadwick. Bassem Mohammed Bassam Shaheen. Hazem Mohammed Bassam Shaheen. Sarah Marie Childers. Christopher Shane Coleman. Veronica Lee Cooper. Benjamin A. Krupp. Kevin Lloyd Crum. Cole Allen Cruz. Ramona Sue Daney. Will Scott Davenport. Lisa Marie Davison. Edward Philip Delatorre. Christopher Demby. Sharon Camille Dew. Stephanie May DePung. Breland Morgan Dickerson. Blake Anthony Dixon. Eric James Diffley. Jack J. Dillon. Sheila K. Dix. Erin Elizabeth Donnelly. Jessica Autumn Downs Fry. Joshua Dane Dugan. Danielle A. Dumortier. Dominique Margaret Duncan. Andrew Joe Eisenbarger. Ginger Malin Ellenbecker. Nathan Andrew Elston. Patrick W. Elsie. Jennifer Elizabeth Engel. Marissa Arlene Anneking. Eric James Fabak. Ilya Alexander Fabusevich. Christina Flannery. Michael Patrick Flavin. Lena Cannell Fox. Kyle Evans Bright. Christopher Tyler Frederick. Glenn David Friedman. Lauren Elise Funk. Jeffrey James First. John Peter First. Crystal Ann Geisel. Christopher M. Gleason. Matthew Grant Goebel. Leroy Dwayne Goodman. Cody Nicole Goodrich. Haley March Graham. Benjamin Ryan Gray. Brianna Lene Green. Adam Zachary Gwynn. Jackie May Guthrie. Krista Lee Haley. Alexis Nicole Hamilton. William Nathaniel Haney. Erin Michelle Harrison. Robert Michael Haverkamp. Nicole Elizabeth Healy. Jessica Kelso Peck. Scotty Allen Hell.
Apoyo Rico Hernandez. Misha Emmanuel Hernandez. Sarah Catherine Pickard. Nicholas S. Hickman. Nicholas Scott Hiltman. Joshua Lee Hodges. Zachary Luke Hockheim. Michael D. Holliday. Dalian Lee Holtkamp. Jana Jacqueline Holmes. Colin Dan L. Hosek. Justin Michael Howe. Merlin Elizabeth Howitt. Hidiame Kennedy Mafadar. Robert William Lloyd Jamin. Horia Tamizi Desire. Diana Maureen Jennings. Ashley Elizabeth Johnson. Rochelle Lee Johnson. Bijay L. Jones. Brian John Jones. Greg A. Jones. Kendra Nicole Jones. Robert Allen Jones. John Paul Jones. Oluwashien Olatunde Kalajaye. Cameron M. Carlin. Dwayne M. Kempinen. Joshua Allen Kennedy.
That's fine.
Kelly Amber Kenneth Furman. Ann Catherine Kettle. Zachary Daniel King. Amy Elizabeth Kisslinger. Tessa Imlo Clocky. Melissa Ann Kramer. Lauren Marie Provosha. Andrew Michael Krasnowski. Kelly Ruth Kuhlman. Christine Michelle Kurtz. Dave Lee LaCour. Matthew Ross Lane. Jamila J. Lane. Will F. Langdon. Catherine Patricia Lane. Eva Maria Lara. Lindsay Don Loddick. Roderick D. Lawton. David Allen LeCure. Nick W. Lewis. Jamie Lynn Lisher. Emily Suzanne Lowen. Allison Christine Lomas. Gregory Christopher Lowe. Billy Leroy Lone. Adrian Rafael Ludwig. Lacey Shea Luina. Emily Marie Lyson. Damon Eugene Moore. Nathan Markham. Alan Parker Martinez. Ali Miranda Matheny. John Paul Maynard. Meredith Harkis Mayo. Ashley Ann McCullough. Annie Isabel McEnroe. Jenna Corinne McGovern. Nicholas M. McGovern. Brooke Alexandra McLean Higginson. Trevor Burke Messenger. Tracy Lynn Michael. Elizabeth May Moore. Katrina Alexis Monroe. Jared Robert Moore. Jacqueline Mary Morgenstern. Lindsay Ann Morningstar. Monique Elizabeth Murguia. Wyatt Evan Naramore. Hugh E.W. Naughton. Laura Christine Nelson. Jamie Paige Netzer. Dejan Raquel Neugebauer. Kaylin Rose McKee Nyquist. Caroline Caitlin Nobo. Kendra Elizabeth Knoll. Stephanie Ann Oakley. Austin James Oberzan. Lindsay K. O'Brien. Derek Scott Ogan. Megan Dawn O'Keefe. Christiana E. Oman. Kyle Harrison O'Neill. Cindy Oros. Zachary Joseph Owen. Colin Maxfield Paley. Brenton Lee Farmer. Joy Amrat Patel. Adam David Pierce. Lauren McQueen Gulliver Pierce. Laura Joanne Pearson. Joshua Thomas Penrod. Caroline Jane Pinsler. Elizabeth Ann Phelps. Nicole Renee Phillips. Alex E. Pierle. James Storms Piller. Casey Lee Place. Michael James Pollock. Christina Marie Ponte. Jonathan C. Potter. Mika Amber Nicole Potter. Erin Patrice Presswood. Brittany Rachel Price. Carrie Lynn Priest.
Jacqueline Dawn Prince. Zachary Allen Puckett. Scott Andrew Quiring. Madeline O'Loughlin Rake. Reagan Alexandra Ramp. Devin William Rapp. James Sherman Ray. Margot Janelle Ray. April Lynn Rayton. Ernest Tyrone Rayton. Stanley Wayne Redwine Jr. Mallory Glennis Richardson. Daniel James Reeder. Jonathan Andrew Riley. Jeremy Ryan Robbins. Brandon Kelly Roberts. Ian Jeremiah Rombo. Kelsey Marie Rose. Jessica Lauren Roper. Kimberly Pearl Rosen. Catherine Elizabeth Ross. Erin Teresa Rummel. Shane Dennis Sadler. Iyad A. Safadi. Jeffrey Robert Salvatore. Brandon Michael Salavini. Kayvon John Sharif. Daniel Kaiser Saunders. Colin Matthew Schmidt. Leslie Marie Schmeely. Ryan Andrew Schneider. Elizabeth Ann Schulte. Matthew Philip Schwabauer. Zach Kusat Sears. Brian Stephen Segebrick. Catherine Olivia Self. Hannah Mae Self. Kellen Grinter Self. Alicia Marie Sellen. David A. Shelton. Samantha Jo Shepard. Eric Teeman Shu. Joe Michael Lewis Sicilian. Celeste Dion Siebert. Jacqueline Nicole Simpson. Sarah Dawn Sims. Pearson Farrell Skepnick. Tara Sloan. Allison R. Smith. Carly Michael Smith. Elizabeth Nicole Smith. Andrew Kenneth Snegas. Elizabeth Saunders Snyder. Annalyn Sorensen. Brian Mead Spangler. Eric Scott Spray. Dan Langdon Stahl. Michelle Renee Stallings. Ian Warren Staples. Amanda Ann Stebbins. Justin Charles Stein. Grant S. Steinbach. Laura Elizabeth Stevens. Taryn Cheryl Stewart. Sydney Marie Stone. Jessica D. Strepp. Amanda Claire Strickler. Joseph Anderson Taylor Jr. Zachariah Cody Taylor. Brett Wayne Temple. Rodney Joseph Thino. Lucas Todd Thompson. Brent Tingle. Samuel Adam Todd. Emily Catherine Transu. Jessica Lee Tubbs. Josh Preston Tubbs. Nathaniel Robert Trarog. Jonathan Richard Ullison. Christina Sloan Van Auken. Claire Elizabeth Vandervelde. Jason Vincent Vanacola. McKenna Noel Vaughn. Robbie Curtis Vernon. Christopher Volick. Laura Ann Wagner. Aaron Douglas Walsh. Jenna Diane Waltho. Emily Caroline Wong. Dustin Logan Ward. Lucas Harrison Warden. Nathan Michael Warner. Crystal Cherie Watkins. Heather L. Watson Jackson. Ian Williams Watt. Aaron David Weber. Robert Carl Weinog. Derek Victor White. Todd Williams. James Logan Williamson. Catherine Elizabeth Williamson. Letitia N. Wilson. Danny G. Wynn. Lindsay Marie Woodhouse. Kristen Ann Wolf. Keith Spencer Wooden, Jr. Sandra Janelle Warden. Tyler Bruce Yakel. Brandon W. Young. Braden W. Young. And ladies and gentlemen, Annika Yuta Zysik.
This concludes our commencement exercises. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations and best wishes to the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them one final round of applause.